For senior Nathanael Linquist, being the oddball out
On the box, left side. A strong move by Linquist.
is no stranger to his memory. At the age of 4, he moved across the globe to Uganda, as his parents were called there as missionaries.
My dad just had the calling to build a church. So for about 2 months, my dad was just looking for an area to place the church, and eventually he got a call for this piece of land, and it was actually a trash pile, this piece of land, before my dad got it. And if you know anything about the history of Uganda, there's a dictator named Idi Amin, and this piece of land that we use for our church was actually a killing field for Idi Amin before it was a church. So it really went from a killing field straight to a church.
Not long after his move, he was faced with the challenges of connecting with the people and culture of Uganda.
Right when we got there, I stuck out like a sore thumb, of course. I was like the only white kid around. And the language, of course, was incredibly difficult for me to understand. And a lot of them spoke some English, but I was still the outsider. And the only thing that I really had in common with these guys was soccer. And so every day, me and my brother would go to the field. That was by our church, and we played soccer for 3 or 4 hours a day. And that's how they warmed up to us there. And we slowly learned the language, and they slowly welcomed us into their culture. And through that, I made some of my best friends on that field.
And you're still in contact with some of them?
Yeah, still in contact with a lot of them. I was back this summer in Uganda, and so I got to see a lot of them, play some soccer with them again.
With the sport that allowed him to find a place socially, Linquist was somewhat pushed into the position he still plays today.
Right when I moved, I was the smallest kid, and I was the outsider, and so the position that no one wants to play when you're young is goalie. So that's the position I got pushed to, and eventually I got good at it enough where they actually wanted me in goal. And then I realized I actually liked it. I liked diving around and getting dirty, you know?
Yeah. Did you ever walk into the game like, oh my gosh, I want to be goalie? Or were you like the other kids where, that was the position that no one wanted?
No, I wanted to score goals,
Yeah.
But I just got pushed back to it, and there's nothing I could have done. It was either play goalie or not play at all,
After coming to APU in 2016, Linquist will be graduating with a double major in international business and economics and a minor in humanities.
I actually changed my major about 4 times before picking international business. And then when I finally picked international business, I was talking to my brother, who he graduated from Cal Poly, and he was saying, Nathaniel, you need to do economics as well. It's a great major. So I was like, okay, I'll try both, because I really wanted to continue in international business. And I just happened to be in the honors college as well, kind of by default. My mom just signed me up for it, and I had no idea what it was. And so it just kind of happened like that,
The soccer team this year, how are you guys doing so far?
We're doing really good. Yeah, we're 3rd in the nation right now.
Amazing.
Yeah, the team is awesome, man. Great culture, great chemistry, really like a family.
At some point in his life, Linquist wants to go back to Uganda to impact children's lives.
I just know I'm going to go back to Uganda, and what I really want to do is create a soccer academy for the kids over there who have the talent, but they just don't have the opportunity. And so create an academy for them there that they can rise up through the ranks, and I could try to get them scholarships in America, or try to get them pro contracts elsewhere. But just give those kids who have the talent a real opportunity to do what they love.
And even if they're not soccer players or athletic, you would want to teach them other skills.
Yeah, so teach them other skills, kind of like vocational, like electrician or carpentry, auto mechanics, something that because of course not everyone's going to get a contract. So a skill that they have where when they come out of the academy, they can really just improve the economy, improve the workforce.
What is one thing that you would want APU students to know, or just people in your life to know about having an experience outside of this American bubble?
Well, I try to tell everyone that they should leave America and go to a third world country at least once in their life, to at least see what life is like outside of what you live in, because it's so different. People live so differently outside of this APU bubble. And I think that's really important for someone to get that perspective.
For some, it may just be a sport, but for Nathanael Linquist, soccer was the sport that made goals in his life.
Do you think your life would be different if you didn't play soccer?
Oh yeah. If I didn't play soccer, I probably wouldn't have come to APU. And who knows what would have happened then. Yeah.
For Zoo TV, I'm Channing Reid.